Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach and I want to write some tests. I got some stuff to do this morning, so I'm running a little bit low on time, but I just got this to where it's now generating the void class. So in this case, what it would do, no parameters, what's the difference between that? Oh, this has a parameter. Okay. So this would be we just did up here, right? Right. You get pushed over and you do this. We could also do one that returns. It's a lot of code. That's why I don't like doing too many of these, or at least spreading them amongst many classes, because the code just starts getting to be a little bit hard to read. Turns int async. And so here, this would be a, I don't know, is this going to be an int 32? We're going to find out, right? Let's run the test. It failed. What did it fail on? Blah, 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 blah. Blah? What did it fail on again? I should have looked a little closer. I'm sure there was a way to make this a little bit bigger. So, oh, return. Yes, it returns. But it's just int, right? Because it'd be uint or long or yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Now let's see what you do. And this is not going to be void. This is going to be int. I'm not even going to bother looking. Just going to rerun the test. And because I know that's part of the problem. Still failed. Okay. Not all code paths return a value. I thought, oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, hold on. Create diagnostics, option returns, properties, methods, member signatures. I think we're going to end up doing that in this one. Yeah, handle method returns. We don't have a way to... I think I have this working. No, you don't. You don't. The reason why is because, yeah, this leads to some tension, because the reason why is what you really need here is it has to return default. And then you just put a bang after it, and that would handle every case. The problem is what I really want to do is return some option type back or something like that for both voids and type return things to say, yes, it did do something, or no, it didn't. Just returning a fault doesn't do enough. Okay. But that is something that there's kind of like a whole bunch of stuff here. Option type for returns, handling method returns. And we're also doing this. I don't want to do all of them at once, but what I think I want to do here is at least, because I want to be able to test at least returns for now. And this will at least be able to let me write code that works-ish, and then we can do the option thing later. Okay, so what did that all mean? That means here is what we want to do is put in here code that says if you need to return something, then do it. So this may lead to my other write lines thing where I need to say, oh, by the way, you need to be indented one because that's what it's going to take. So why is this kind of off? Var return for no assignment equals. If this kind of sucks. How do I want to do this? Because this is trying to be generic for everything. I don't want to put like a space and then just have nothing there in the case where, excuse me, in the case where this returns void. But I also need to put something in if it does do something. So I think that'll work. Okay. If it signature method returns void. If it does do that, then it's just a string.empty. Otherwise, what we're going to do is we're going to put in a space and say return default. Okay. So then here, what we're going to do, right, this will be interesting, right, lines for the return for no assignment, the template indentation, well, we can just say it's a tab because why not? Ugh, even though there isn't any. And then we need an indentation of 1, except that doesn't work because we need to return something. Oh, I'm overthinking this. Unfortunately, I think it's still going to put a blank there no matter what, and that sucks. I don't know why I'm being so picky about this. I've heard it's okay for generated code to be ugly, but I don't like generated code to be ugly. It annoys me. And we don't want a, like when I was saying, ignore blank lines, we don't want to say that because we definitely want like blank lines here. If this would be considered a blank line, then, you know, that's something we definitely want. What does it mean by blank? Remove empty entries. An empty string. What does empty string mean though? If it has a tab here, that's not empty. If it truly was an empty string and it was just like it was here, we'd want to keep that. Sorry. Way stressing about something that I really shouldn't be. And you know what I just realized is if I go down the option route, every method is going to have a return. You return an option sum, even if you called it for void, or you'd return an option none. So right now this is going to, okay, I'm good with this for now. Right now, this is going to look a little ugly, and it's going to cause some code to be generated that looks a little odd because there's going to be just a space here. But what this will do is then let us, because this will eventually become just return option none in all cases. And then up in here, we'd say return option sum except for void. Okay. I just convinced myself that this is decent enough. Okay, so what does this mean? In the StaticCast generator tests down here, when we're doing an int, we're going to see return default. Now in this case, it should be fine. One failed. Why did you fail? Good. Now we're back to code not being generated, right? Oh, ain't that cute? Yeah, because it just sticks in the line, but it doesn't know that it should be indented. It's the problem of trying to put in multi-line strings to do write lines within another multi-line string, because write lines is an expression or not expression. It doesn't return anything. And so you need that to be returning string content back, not doing that in that line there. You have to rethink that one. That kind of sucks. What we could say is that. And so if you do return something, it's going to be a string empty. Otherwise you don't. This will eventually have a line after it. You'll put in the return for assignment there and say option none. But needs must and stuff like that. So this will be that. Still failed. Unboxing a possibly no. Oh, and of course it needs, because that's what it generated. I'm kind of rushing right now because I'm thinking of things I need to get done before I go off to my self-defense lesson this morning. So that's not a good position to be in. I don't want to try to rush something to get some stuff done while I'm trying to write code. Not a good idea. Not what we want to do. Still failed. Why would that fail now? Unboxing a possibly null value. Well, it's generating the code that we thought it would. $62. Oh. So if I go to my playground here, what? I think I accidentally said there. I actually did like a lowercase and it was like, you're dumb. Okay. Let's just trick it and go blah. I don't care. But what it does do is it returns an int. Okay, so we need to say return int, and that's what we're trying to say. And this is giving me unboxing of a possibly null value. We just need to always put at the end of the invoke there. Just say we're okay. It doesn't mean it's making sure it's not null. It's just saying we're okay with what we're doing. And it makes sense because whatever the return type of this was, whether it was a nullable reference type or not, we're saying we're good. I think that should work. Of course, if it was a nullable reference type, so that has to be that. Now are you going to shut up? You do shut up. Okay. But we need to come up here to these, even though these voids are not going to do anything. There's going to be a line there. There's going to be a line there. And we're going to say invoke. And we're going to say invoke there as well. It's fun to try to solve these problems. I find it fun. That's what I thought. Okay, fine. What did I screw up? What? No. No. Why? White space, man. Oh my God. Oh no. The suppression operator is not allowed. The only thing I would have changed, oh God, Power suppression operator equals this bull crap. If it returns void, we don't need it. If it does, there. So in this case, it wouldn't show up. And in this case, it wouldn't show up because we don't need it, right? It's my quiet voice. I think I saw 3 pass. No, one still fails. Really? 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 You're gonna do that? You're gonna play me like that, huh? Turns void. You're gonna do me like that, huh? What? Now? It's okay, Jason. It's all right. Watch as I go insane because of white space. Okay, good. I'm going to stop here because I need to get some stuff done. So all I did was an episode where I wrote tests that pretty much failed, but it did. It actually, now I'm now technically supporting method returns correctly-ish. But I think the next one after this is to do optional parameters, or the option return thing, and get that working. And I still need a test here to do test where 2 interfaces have the same signature. Should only generate 1. To do test where interface has multiple members, should generate all, even if only 1 is being used. There. Okay. Let's do the commit. And basic support for returns. Okay, that's good enough. I want to get back from self-defense today, and I'm going to do some more episodes and continue working on this because I'm still in a groove. This is still fun, and I want to get more of this done today and this weekend. So thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.